Hi everyone, welcome to Pitchside. Once again, I'm here to first of all appreciate everyone that always takes their time to share, comment, and of course watch the content that we put out there. A massive shout outs to you, and let's keep the love flowing. Today we are at East High School Ntinda. This is the training ground for Record League champion Sports Club Villa Jogo, and today looks to be a very exciting day for Sports Club Villa Jogo. Why? Because one of their own is expected to visit the team and of course share a few tips of how to actually become one of the best players in the world. I'm talking about none other than the legendary Denis Onyango. As we all know, his club Mamelodi Sundowns have kicked off an African tour that has started with Uganda. We are very lucky for that, and a delegation led by club chairman Thlopie Motsepe are in the country. They are here because of Denis Onyango, and of course they are definitely going to do a number of activities, and of course we are expecting them here at the East High grounds where they are going to engage with Sports Club Villa. Why? Because this is where Denis Onyango started his club career. He did play for Sports Club Villa for about a season. That was before he crossed over to St. George in Ethiopia. That's about 2006. The Jogos are Uganda's most successful club. They've won a record 17 league titles, I must say, and of course it doesn't get any better when Mamelodi Sundowns pass by to actually share a few tips here and there. Sundowns' delegation includes the current goalkeeper coach and former, a teammate of Denis Onyango at Mamelodi Sundowns, Kennedy Mwene. They also have Tiyani Mabunda, who is a former Sundowns player and currently an ambassador, and a whole host of other officials. One thing is for sure, Denis Onyango is expected to talk to the players and of course give them a few tips here and there, and Sundowns are expected to also offer the club a few materials here and there that they could use. I'm pretty sure the chairman is also going to have a word with the players, and it will definitely going to be an eventful day. So join us today as we try and cover Mamelodi Sundowns / Denis Onyango's visit here at Sports Club Villa Jogo at their training base at East High School in Ntinda. We continue our coverage of Mamelodi Sundowns' visit to Uganda, specifically here at Sports Club Villa Jogo. Joining me is a legendary Sundowns player and of course someone that many Sundowns fans watched as he won them several championships. He's now an ambassador, and I have the honor to welcome Tiyani Mabunda, aka Sugar, on pitch side. Sugar, Sawubona.
Peter, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's good to be here. It's good to be on the pitch side. Yeah. We've got the pitch side ourselves, so yes. It feels at home. It definitely does feel at home. Yes.
All right. First of all, I'm happy to receive you here in Uganda. What's your take? How's the experience been like? First of all, coming down here in Uganda because of Denis Onyango.
Before I mention the best part of us being here with Denis, I want to say the weather in Uganda is super.
Okay.
It's such a wonderful element of enjoyment that we are enjoying actually, because it's not hot, it's not cold, it's just perfect. I just wish I was still having my boots on to try and run a bit because the weather is good. Yeah. But coming here to celebrate a person like Denis is such a wonderful thing. Denis is a legend, not only for us as Mamelodi Sundowns, but for Africa. He's been a very great pillar. Uganda, he's played so well, and he's an icon. He's a person that people can look up to, and the works that he has done show. If you see the whole Mamelodi Sundowns leadership flying all the way, coming down to Uganda to celebrate Denis Onyango, and we've seen how people love him because he's done so well in his career. So it's such a wonderful time to experience such a living hero. And he might not be Superman or Batman, but he's Denis Onyango, and we celebrate him.
Okay, you played with him for a bit of time there. What would you say he brought or he has added to Mamelodi Sundowns for the time he's been there as Sugar?
When we played together, you could see the leadership in him. He's a great leader, and he's very supportive. In our generation, when we were playing together, there was a lot of captains. He was also our captain, and was also part of the leadership in the national team of Uganda. That tells you about the leadership qualities that he has, and it's something that we needed. There were times where you find that the team might not be doing so well, but him being in goals gave us that surety that we are still safe, even when we have a bad day. But we know Denis will be there to save us, then shout at us. But what is important is that the saving part was there.
All right. Finally, you're an ambassador right now. Teko is Thlopie Kekana. What are the chances that Denis will join you soon?
Denis, before he joins us soon, he needs to win us the league again. He needs to keep on bringing the trophies and make sure that he expands the career and the records that he set. But definitely it will be a great joy to have him joining us when he decides to say he's hanging the boots. But I don't see it happening anytime soon, because he's still got it. He's still got a lot to offer, so we're looking forward to enjoying time with him.
All right, thank you very much, Sugar, for joining me on pitch side.
Thank you so much.
I think you do that sign for Sundowns, and let's see how it goes.
Kabuyelo. Masandawana.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. That's the club ambassador, Tiyani Mabunda, joining me here on pitch side to talk about Denis Onyango and Mamelodi Sundowns' visit here at East High School in Tinda. So we're going to finally bring you the chairman. Keep it locked. All right, we continue with our exclusive coverage of the Mamelodi Sundowns tour in Uganda. Like we earlier on said, the team is here at East High School, which is definitely the training base of Record League champion Sports Club Villa. And Pitchside has the privilege and honor to welcome the club chairman of Mamelodi Sundowns. I hope I don't murder this name, but Thlopie Motsepe. Mr. Chairman.
Peter.
Yes, nice to have you.
No, it's a wonderful pleasure to be here, and you say my name very well, Thlopie Motsepe. Very happy to be on your wonderful channel.
Okay, first of all, welcome to Uganda, and first of all, tell me the experience of coming to Uganda because of Denis Onyango.
Well, the Ugandan experience, and I'll say this is my second time being here.
Yes.
In fact, my third time. Both other times, one time I came with my family, it was beautiful, and the second time we've come with the football club. Every time I've been in your country, it's been a wonderful experience meeting the charismatic, wonderful, friendly people of Uganda. I love how much your people love football.
Yes.
It's exciting and it's enthusiastic, and it's almost it's contagious when I see how much the team is supported, the national team is supported, and of course the love they have for the many clubs. But we as Mamelodi Sundowns wanted to come here because really, you know, we and Uganda have this incredible person that is Denis Onyango.
Yes.
And he's given so much to Ugandan football, and he's given so much to South African football, that we wanted to make sure that in this international break, because of course he's retired from the national team, but as a football club, the international break is a window where we don't have football games. So as a club, we can take advantage of this opportunity to go out and to actually see different football clubs, different cultures, and engage with this continent that we're going to be representing at the Club World Cup. So we wanted to take this chance to say, okay, Denis has done so much, he's given so much to the club, he's given so much to the country, let's give something back. And we wanted to do that by bringing our coaches, by bringing our staff to hand out some equipment, but more than anything, to make sure that the young generations of footballers hear the story of Denis Onyango and see a club that believes in the football in this country.
All right. Mamelodi Sundowns today is one of the biggest clubs on the continent, that's for sure. Won the Champions League, trying to do it again. As chairman, how have you been able to keep this club up there and perform at the highest level? What are the core values? What is the driving force for Mamelodi Sundowns on the continent?
Oh wow, Peter, that's a nice question. You know, we have as a club, we have core values. Our values are excellence, humility, and respect. With those three things, we believe that there's a secret or a formula to making sure that we continue to be successful. And let me explain quickly. So when I talk about excellence, it's based on our motto. So our motto is the sky is the limit, right?
Yeah.
So that hand that points to the sky, it says there's no limit to what you want to achieve, and there's nothing that can stop you from your dreams. And that's why I was so excited about hearing about your channel and what you're doing, because we believe in believing in others. We believe in the African dream. Every African person who has a dream and is bold enough to chase that dream, we want to find a way to encourage you. So excellence for us as a football club is based on that value, to say, look, we have big dreams. We want to win the Champions League. We want to go and perform as best as we can at the Club World Cup. So that's where excellence comes into. We want to be excellent at what we do. And that's in practice, that's in how we engage at training, that's how we engage with our food, that's how we engage with each other as people. And then the second one is, of course, humility.
Yes.
So when you win as a champion, sometimes people lead you to believe that you're better than you really are. You know, they overhype you, and you forget about the hard work that took you to that place of being a champion, and you fall back. So every season, we as a football club, we try to be humble, to say, okay, what we've done, we're so grateful for that. We're so happy that we won the league, or we're so happy that we've won these cups. But now we have to forget about that and stay humble. Remember what it was to be hungry. Remember what it was to be that challenger. Because there are going to be challenges in life. And if you don't have that hunger, and if the challenger has it more than you, chances are more often than not, they'll get it. So we want to make sure that instead of a challenger humbling us, we want to be the ones that humble ourselves, so that every practice, every time we play, it's that same mentality.
Okay, let's talk about, I know you've dominated South African football. You've won the league, I think 7 or 8 consecutive times. But there's this talk that has never gone away, that Sundowns has a bag of money, and they throw money around, and they easily sign whoever they want. But still, you don't only win because of money. You're able to compete and actually win. What message do you have for people who think it's just money that pushes Sundowns?
No. So look, we also live in an environment and in a world where, as a football club, we want to try our best to be as honest with our supporters and supporters of football as possible, right? So we don't deny the fact that we consider ourselves a privileged club, but with that privilege comes pressure, and with that pressure also comes a responsibility. So we have a club president and owner who loves the game so much, and is passionate about football. And we are, as a club, lucky enough to know that that investment that comes from his pocket is something that we have to respect, and we have to work hard to try and return that type of passion, and with success. So along with that, though, of course, they say that money doesn't change people, money reveals the character of a person. And so with that, we always say that we have players, we try to attract players with good value. We try to attract players who are good human beings. And of course, as a football club as well, we also try to give back with what we have, and that's why we're here today. It's only because we have the resources and the blessings that we could be here today. And so we thank our president for his investment and his love for the club. But we are also here to make sure that we can share what we have with people that we believe in. All
right, Mr. Chairman, the Club World Cup is has been one of the major talking points that you've been talking about. I've been following you and trying to see how much you've been pushing the importance of the Club World Cup for Mamelodi Sundowns. You're going to go there as a club. There's a lot that you're going to experience. Talk me through it. How does it feel that Sundowns is among the clubs that are going to play with those other top clubs in the world at the FIFA Club World Cup?
Well, it's a tremendous privilege, right? Like, first and foremost, we're so excited, and we know that it's an important opportunity for us to showcase African football. We have, as Sundowns, we have a style of football that's called shoe shine and piano, right? It's a footballing style that, Barcelona have their tiki-taka. We have shoe shine and piano, which is about entertaining, being bold, but playing with style.
Yes.
So we are excited to be able to take that style to the world and share it with everybody who happens to watch us play at the Club World Cup. And on top of that, of course, all of our players, you know, it's an opportunity for them to play against the best. We're going to be playing against Borussia Dortmund. We're going to be playing against FC Ulsan from South Korea. We're going to be playing against real Brazilians, if I can say, from Fluminense, because we call ourselves the Brazilians of South Africa. So it's going to be...
You have Ribeiro, so he's Brazilian.
How nice is it that our man looks at the team and follows us? But no, thank you, Peter. Yeah, we have Ribeiro, we have Salles as well. So we have 2 Brazilians, and that's great. We are excited to just share our style with them, with the world, and obviously, more than anything, give a good account to African football and make our continent proud. So we're going out there with that same belief as Mamelodi Sundowns, that the sky is the limit, and we're going to see what comes from that.
All right, finally, Mr. Chairman, as you can see, the playing surface and the facilities Sports Club Villa have are not similar to Chlorcop. Let's be very honest. How best can Sundowns help Ugandan football in terms of resources and facilities, if possible, for them to reach Sundowns' level?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think SC Villa and the leadership can be very proud of, you know, the attempts, the work that they're putting to give the players the facilities. You know, we should be happy, or at least proud of the attempts that's being made. You know, there's a forward movement, which I think is very good. Pitches are a challenge all across Africa. It's actually a challenge that, you know, even the CAF delegation, the CAF leadership understand that, you know, once we as Africans focus on facilities and making sure that there's grounds for young footballers to play the game, we will see a rise, right? And there's a debate around whether it should be artificial or whether it should
natural.
Be exactly. So that's a very interesting debate that's being had. For us on this trip, you know, we can't bring a pitch to SC Villa. We can't bring a pitch to the village. But what we wanted to do was, you know, give words of motivation, and what better motivation than Denis Onyango to come and to speak to these young players, because he played on conditions that the leadership have done a good job in bringing, but his conditions weren't as good as they are here.
Yeah.
And he's made it to the highest level, and he's the best goalkeeper in the club's history and in the continent's history. So I think there's an opportunity for more interaction with SC Villa and Mamelodi Sundowns. We want to be able to exchange knowledge. You know, our coaches can share some of their thoughts and their practices with the coaches here. But, you know, it's all about making sure that more than anything, no matter how good your equipment is, if you don't have the belief, then you're not going to win the battle when times are tough.
Okay, Sugar is on my case, and I guess I have to wrap up the interview. He should become. We are done. Thank you very much for joining me on
Thank you, Peter.
Side.
Thank you to all your viewers, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the Club World Cup. Watch us and follow us on our socials as well, and follow this man.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. All right, the chairman of Mamelodi Sundowns has just joined me on pitch side and given an extensive talk about the club and the plans for the future. Like always, keep it locked. Don't touch that dial.